everyone, it's Hope, and today I have a book talk to do. I'm going to be doing this book talk on More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. So for the first half of this video, I will be discussing the plot of this fabulous book, and then the second half I will be talking about spoilers for those of you who have read the book and had all of the feels as I did. So for the second half, I think you should probably leave if you haven't read this book. Start with the non-spoilers. So this book is about a boy named, I did not forget the name, I'm not gonna look, Aaron. Long-term memory. This book is about a boy named Aaron. Well, see, the first half of this book is kind of complicated because Aaron has a girlfriend, but then a new boy comes to the neighborhood and his name is Thomas and he's really nice, and Aaron thinks that Thomas is gay for a number of reasons, and then Aaron starts to realize that he has feelings for Thomas and that he might be bisexual or gay, so he doesn't really know how he feels yet. And then it's kind of about him dealing with those feelings, and it's about how he has to deal with the homophobia in his community. Aaron lives in a community that is filled with poverty, and a lot of his friends are very ignorant. They're not very open-minded. They're known for beating up kids who are homosexual and for shunning them. So Aaron doesn't want to show his feelings toward Thomas in fear of getting hurt and losing his friends. So yeah, this book also deals with loss and grief. We learn that Aaron's father committed suicide pretty quickly, and it doesn't happen during the course of the book. It happens before the book takes place. I can't really say a lot about that, but I would, and I will in the spoiler part, but I can't really say anything about it now. But Aaron has a really great relationship with his mom. His mom is really supportive of everything that Aaron tells her, and Aaron's brother kind of sucks. He just kind of sits there playing video games and doesn't get involved in the family or help much. So yeah, his brother does have a job, so I guess I can't say that he doesn't do anything. Yeah, this book was just so good, and I would highly encourage you to check it out if you haven't yet. And once again, it'll probably make you cry. I feel like a lot of the books I read make me cry. Time for the spoilers, so leave now if you have not read this, and read it, and then come back. The first time I cried in this book was a scene where Aaron is getting all of his memories back after his memories become unwound because of Mateo and everything, and how his friends smashed him through the glass. It's just so horrible. But that wasn't when I cried. It was when I cried was when he had the flashback of his father throwing him out of the house and beating his mother because his mother supported Aaron's homosexuality. That just was so brutal. I think sometimes authors shy away from that because I don't want to get too brutal in their stories, but honestly, that was such an honest scene because that's how some deeply homophobic and prejudiced people react to their children admitting that they're homosexual, and it's disgusting, but it's honest. And I think that the honesty of that brutality being portrayed in this book was really important, because I don't think enough people realize how horrible it is to be homosexual and have a homophobic parent. That would be horrible. I just spilled water on myself. That's good. So, yeah, that was a very poignant scene. Another aspect of the book that I enjoyed. Thomas's character being straight, or at least him saying that he's straight. I guess we never really know for sure if he is or not, but he does say that he is, and he he's emphatic about the fact that he's straight. So I think it's important that we don't just get like a typical happy ending, like, okay, Aaron is homosexual, so Thomas will magically become homosexual because Aaron has admitted to being homosexual. Like, it doesn't just work out like that. Like, we are naturally what we are, and if someone is naturally homosexual, great. If someone is naturally straight, great. You shouldn't have to force anything, and I think that was a major theme of that book, that it's so useless to try to force someone to be what they naturally cannot be. And I just really liked that theme, and it's just such an important theme, and it applies so well to society today. People just want to deny the fact that there are people who naturally like people of their own gender. It's intrinsic, it's innate. Genevieve, I haven't really talked about Genevieve. I really like that name. Also, I think she supported her boyfriend well. It's just, I get it that she kind of thought she was being with him again for his own good after the Lateo procedure, but it's like, oh my god, you know that he's gay and he can't feel romantic feelings toward you, and I myself, I could not live with that. Like, allowing someone to come back to me after a memory procedure, even when I know that it's impossible for them to love me in a romantic way. I couldn't do that. But, you know, once again, she thought it was for his own good, so, you know, and she was supportive of him, after his procedure, and after his unwinding, and he, admitted to being homosexual. She was supportive of that, but, you know. And then Colin, I thought that was interesting too. There's not really much to say about Colin and Aaron's relationship, just that after Aaron's memories unwound, it was kind of like an act of desperation to go back to one another, because they just needed someone there who would give them pleasure. And, you know, sadly, you know, society, and not just society, but the neighborhood that this book was set in, made those two characters hide who they were. And it's just so wrong. And there's so much wrong with the world, but the ending made me happy. It made me happy that Aaron was beginning to find peace again. Even if he didn't fully find it, he was starting to find himself again, and he became more happy than not by the end. So, that was really cheesy, God. But yeah, it was a good book. 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I really, really, really like this, and I thought it dealt with the LGBTQ aspect very well. So, yay for this book. Also, this author, Adam Silvera, I believe he's coming out with another book next year. I don't know when, and I can't remember the title, but I'm gonna buy it. It's happening. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this. Pick this book up. Check it out if you haven't yet. That was a really broken up sentence. Okay, bye everyone!